Jalen Carr. This guy's electrifying, man. He's one of the fastest kids here in Orlando, and when he touched the ball, man, he can make things happen.
He knew that I could play, and they needed athletic players that could play, and somebody that had speed. So I was real comfortable about that, and about what he said. He really didn't care about the size. Because most schools, they look at me for my size, and they didn't really have confidence in me. He really had confidence in me and pulled the trigger.
Coach, you got a running back here. I know that's heading to Illinois State, and give me a little. What's his style of running?
Man, this young man's been with me for 4 years, and let me tell you, man, he is he is fast. When he's developed over the years, man, and he really surprised me his junior year, and he against TFA took that ball to the house. I'm like, oh my goodness, and that this senior year, he's put in so much work. I don't think there's not a player in Central Florida that can outwork this young man. He's a grinder, and that's why he's committed to Illinois State, man. Jalen Carr is a special football player.
Fastest 40 at 4.42, Jalen Carr.
Jalen Carr, great football player. He's out of Orlando Christian Prep. 2019 grad. Let me tell you what, the guy can fly. He can win in space, and that's the key. Win in space is always important to this process, and if you move on to the college game.
Orlando Christian Prep beat Class 5A Space Coast. Space Coast actually opened the season with a win against Harmony, who's ranked in our Super 16 rankings here. And OCP won that handily. Look for Jalen Carr. He's a big-time threat for OCP. He leads the team with 9 touchdowns.
And for the fans, the listeners who are listening into this interview, Jalen, can you go into just what kind of football player you are? What do you consider some of your biggest strengths? What make you a problem on the football field?
Well, my biggest strength is my speed, my explosion, making defenders missing space, just my quickness.
Jalen's one of those guys that he does not fit the profile size-wise of a skill set guy that can play at a high level just based on the fact that he's 5'9", 162 pounds. Let me tell you what, he can win in space, man, and he is explosive and electric. So let me take just a minute here and just share a couple of clips so you can see what we're looking at right here. So as I bring up his video, what you're going to find is he has the ability to win in space. He's a guy that can sticks on first down. He can move the chains on third down. So he has the ability to get in there and get that done for an offense. Tough matchup, nightmare matchup for a linebacker and a safety.
Be afraid to get hit. For Orlando Christian Prep's Jalen Carr, that's not a problem.
And there's the physicality of him coming and just dropping the hat on somebody. If size were the only determining factor, the elephant would be king of the jungle. Here's a guy that can win in space, and from a size standpoint, he'll light you up.
How has your game kind of coming full circle? Who are some players, maybe past, present, that you model your game after that you've taken a lot from them?
I take my game from Anthony Thomas. He's a real shifty player. Speed, he's not as heavy as most running backs are. He's lightweight. He's just real quick. His fast and loose. Most of his speed and his ability to make people miss and stuff like that.
And kind of like Anthony, I saw, your primary position, I know you listed was running back. You played corner. You played, both sides of the football. What position is your favorite to play? Where do you feel at home?
Well, I like playing running back. I like having ball in my hands, but wherever helps the team wins, I'll play wherever it needs to help the team win.
What would an invite mean to you and your family? Man, an invite would mean a lot. I've been grinding out here every day, working out every day, trying to get something, just trying to show out.
when I tell him with the belt, he's a bad boy then, he's a bad boy now. On the field, on the field.
How did it feel just to be on the field with the guys last night?
It felt good. I feel like we're championship ready to win this ring.
At Orlando Christian Prep, there's the game plan.
And you got to beat him with what?
Then there's Jalen Carr.
With speed.
If you give him one crease, he's going to make you pay. That's what I love about that guy, and I'm glad he's on my football team.
Meanwhile, a local team has a chance to win its first ever state title in the Sunshine State Athletic Conference Football Championship over at the Masters Academy. It's Orlando Christian Prep taking on two-time defending champ Bradenton St. Stephen's Episcopal. That's Jalen Carr. He punches it in for the Warriors. He accounted for 127 yards in that TD. The Warriors reeled off 21 unanswered points to take a 28-7 lead before St. Stephen's got an 11-yard run from DJ Clark right here midway through the fourth quarter. Warriors the better team tonight as they win their first ever state championship in football, 35-14.
All right, so I got Orlando Christian Prep in the building. What's up? State champs out here. Come on now. All right, so since y'all in here taking over my studio, go ahead and do my job. What song is this? What we got coming up?
Man, it's that Kodaq, that ZEZE. Y'all get right to that.
The Shake, as he calls it, earned him an offer from Illinois State.
I've been putting in a lot of work and time, and now it finally paid off.
He's won karate gold medals. Now all that's left is a state championship ring.
I've been telling my coach this the year to get it done, and I made a promise to my team that we're going to get it done.
I'll give him a fighting chance. With the Athlete of the Week, I'm Pat Welter, Spectrum News 13.
Jalen Carr. I'm part of the sleeper